Hey, welcome back to the Signature Movement. It's your girl Tanya D. Floyd. I just sat down. I went and got the boy from the bus stop. We went and got something to eat. And I gotta tell you, it's part of the topic for today. Um, the elementary school kids got off the bus as they do every day. Friday I almost said something, but I bit my tongue so hard and I kept it moving. But today they were playing in these people's yard on the corner where the bus comes, and something happened to one little girl, and it just seemed like they were being a little bit too rough and bullying to me. So I said out my window, "Go home." And they looked at me, and somebody said, "What'd you say?" I said, "Go home. Them people don't want you in their yard. Front, side, back, none of it. They ain't got no fence." And, it's very inviting, I guess, for kids to just play in a big old open backyard. However, they should not be on other people's property from, what I know as an adult, right? Well, they feel like they got the whole world is their oyster. That's all about all the kids. They no fear, no parameters, nothing. They just run the world basically in their own eyes. It seemed like, because their movements just say, "I have nothing to fear." Okay, so I say go home again, and this one little big head ass kid gonna say, "You don't tell me what to do." And I was like, "Well, that's your ass." Because, I didn't tell him, but police officers go in elementary schools too, and they lock up kids, and they rough with them, and they throw them on the ground and everything. You ain't even got to be in the school building. You can be on the curb at the shopping center, wherever you acting up. But I already see where you headed, little boy, and it's fine. I said what I had to say, and I kept it moving. But that just, brought me back to some stuff that I was feeling a couple of weeks ago. I was not going to make this video at all. I talked myself off the ledge, even though the words just kept coming to the front of my mouth, and they almost came out. It was just like, whoo, girl, dial it back. You should never say that out loud. Because, just because it's negative, it's putting some stuff out there in the universe that you don't really want. That's not what you stand for. That's not your brand. But I hate these fucking kids. Let me just say that. Yep. I'm gonna bring it right back, and I'm gonna say it out loud. Yep. Hate them. Who? My kids? Them two, all of them. This whole. Let me tell you. I sent my cousin a text message earlier today that said, "It's the culture. I blame the culture." Now, I came to a couple of epiphanies this week. One was about my daughter, my oldest. Let me tell you, I gotta confess that I have been in my head a lot about this situation between me and her. And I was going around and round and round like, why this, why that, and da. And then I stopped myself and I said, "Girl, you know what you're doing? You are justifying another person's poor behavior. And you should never ever do that, because that's what narcissists want you to do. That's what sociopaths want you to do. That's what all kinds of crazy, different mental illnesses want to manipulate you into doing. Looking at yourself and going, where did I go wrong? How do I fix this? How do I make them more comfortable? How do I make them happy? How do I make them love me? I don't give a damn if nobody loves me, okay? I have said many different ways on here how I feel alone sometime and how I wish I had somebody, I'm going to get me a new husband and this and that. But I will promise you that under these circumstances, the way people want to treat me, I don't give a damn if you love me. If that's what it costs, no, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something totally different. I'm talking about something healthy. If you ain't bringing something healthy, I don't want that. Forget about it. So anyway, I was feeling very uncomfortable in my own home because of the energy between us, and I was just trying to find a way to reach her. Like, how come she don't listen to reason, this and that? And then it just slapped me in the forehead one morning. I was laying in the bed, and they said, "'Cause she don't want to." This is a choice. This ain't about what you did 20 years ago. This ain't what you did 18 years ago. This ain't about what you did last month. This is a choice to live this way, to be this way, to A, get attention, or B, make me think some stuff about me that ain't true, because manipulators do that, or C, to get her way, because I ain't budging no other kind of way. Because, mothers, the misconception about mothers is that they supposed to run themselves into the ground or the grave for their kids indefinitely. And I am living proof that that is not the case. I refuse. I was fooled. I tell you, confession. I said confession. I was in here uncomfortable for a while because I thought I had to find a way, but I don't give a damn anymore. Once I had that epiphany, I woke up and said, this has been a goddamn tactic, a strategy. I've been a mark, a victim of a con. I'm hip, so no. I'm hip. We not. Nope. Pack your shit and goodbye. Have a nice day. Pay your rent, you can stay, but be quiet. We not doing it no more. Not like that. Mm-mm. And then this other kid. Anyway, let me say, when we was on our way to get food today, there were these three girls walking across the street. They was coming from the high school, and I was like, okay, we getting through the light, the left turn lane. We making a left turn, but they were crossing in front of our path, and they were just walking so casually, like they don't have a care in the world. They don't have a fear. They don't have any reason to be respectful of the traffic or anything, because they in the crosswalk. What? Why y'all wait? That was the attitude. I'm like, if you don't walk your fat ass across that street, swear, it just, the flames just came back. And I was like, remember that podcast we put on the shelf we was going to do, and we said we wasn't going to put that kind of negativity in there? Let's just tell the truth, okay? We going to tell the whole truth. The whole truth is, I just hate it. Hate all of it. And again, like I said, it's the culture. I don't like the culture. Not a little bit. My son in here lunching. And today I woke up, and actually it was after I woke up. I was getting the baby ready. They were a whole 30 minutes ahead of schedule at first. And then he started lollygagging and doing what he wanted to do. So then they were 5 minutes behind schedule. And I was pissed because I kept saying how many minutes they had left, right? Then I went down the steps, and as soon as my foot hit the bottom step, it occurred to me, you do this on purpose. This is between me and you. This is a matter of respect. You don't respect me, and that's why you're doing this. This ain't ADHD. This is a choice. Again with the choices. This is you saying, hey, I'm not going to do things your way. Here we go with some Ritz crackers I got to open. Hold tight, hold tight. I'll be right back. But yeah, I was like, this is you listening or not listening, but hearing what I said, exactly what I said, knowing what's required, exactly what's required, and you choosing to do something different because you don't respect me. And I'm not feeling all emotional or nothing about it, just like the other epiphany about the girl. I don't have no feelings behind it. I'm glad for the what do you call it? So I analyzed the situation and I came up with an assessment. This is what I see. These are the facts as they stand. And I like facts. I like analyzing situations and finding out what the problem is, because then I can implement solutions. You know what I'm going to do? Remember the video I did a little while back? It said, if we turn this corner, I'm driving. I'm driving. Yep, this time too. You want to act like you don't understand? I'm going to teach you how to treat me based on how I treat you. So, no more of that ultimate game pass. You ain't even got a game no more. I unplugged the shit. Because you know why? He ate some Domino's something last night and left the food trash up there in the room. That's my family room. That ain't your room. It ain't your game room. It ain't none of yours. It's nothing belongs to anybody in here but me. Okay? So we're not doing that no more. We're not being nice about nothing. Ask me for nothing. Nothing. Used to be. And I'm not going to be all down the road with the whole back in the day, this and that. We used to act like this because I know we're all different. Again, the culture demonstrates for them what they should value. So if you aren't doing what they deem valuable, important, an asset, or, moving them forward in what they want to do with their lives, you are not respectable. That's just how the culture teaches them. You got to have this, you got to be doing that, and you got to be doing it like everybody else, or you don't fit in, and not fitting in is terrible. You live or die by whether you fit in or not, and what you got and all that. Even though all of it's cap, they really believe everything on the internet. Everybody out there lying and scripted this and scripted that, and these YouTube channels and blah, blah, blah. Good luck keeping your kids off social media, but I gotta tell you, if you have them brought up in, whatever spiritual and scriptural practices you have, and you keeping them on the straight and narrow, and you instilling in them whatever you want them to have, and you're teaching them and you disciplining them, you could do everything you think is right, and they still gonna find their way to the internet, because on the tablets the kids can still watch YouTube videos for kids. And YouTube is a gateway to other social media, for real, because you can find anything on YouTube. Even if you don't go looking for your Facebook and your Instagram and your this and that, it's still social media. So they can get the information. If you give them an electronic device, they will find their way to social media. And I'm not saying social media is the only culprit, but I'm telling you it's the biggest perpetrator of fraud ever invented, that these kids always get a hold of, no matter what you say, no matter how you do it. Let me tell you, I don't even remember when the internet started getting so popular with the young people, but I remember back in the early 2000s. When did Facebook come out? Kids had secret pages. My kids had secret pages on. They was not even in high school yet. So whatever year that was, I found out both of them had secret pages. One of them was dimed out. My girlfriend said, "You know your daughter on social media?" No, I did not. Here go her page. Don't tell her I told you. Thank you very much. We don't do that no more, by the way. The village done always completely failed because, people don't want to mind other people's business because they start getting cussed out and, teachers wrong. They be lying on kids and all that. You know how people do. And then, B, the kids themselves have just made it so that you just don't know whether you can believe them or not, so you just don't even get involved. And then C, the families have fallen apart. We don't have Sunday dinners or game nights or cousinships or nothing. My cousinship fell apart. We're not talking about that. But anyway, all these different reasons why people can't get together and snitch on other people's kids, because community is suffering as well as the kids with the social media and the perpetrating and the people pretending to be something they not, and then talking about other people and just so much crap. I hate all the crap, but yeah, it's just bad everywhere you look. And about the culture, so yeah, I'm pretty sure my son looks at me as a vehicle. Not even a good vehicle. It ain't like a luxury vehicle. I'm just a vehicle to get him from point A to B. So it's my job to feed him, to make sure he has uniforms, to occasionally buy him a shoe that he likes. Because if I go on my own, I'm going to just buy what I think he should have. And, it's never going to be really what he wanted. So he don't even look for me to do that. He just asks other people. But he believes it is my job to do certain things, and that's all he can see. He don't respect, what I have to do or go through, or how much I gotta pray, or how many people I gotta take shit off of, or any of the things I've ever had to do to provide a home, a meal, a vehicle, AC, heat, water, electric, none of that. It's not valuable because he can't see its value, and therefore I believe he doesn't respect me, because not that he goes around actively, openly, consistently disrespecting me, but I don't think he values me in the way that he should. And why should he? For a million different reasons, but none of them he's not gonna see it. Okay? And I think that's the whole poison that most of the kids out here are ingesting. They don't have to look at you like somebody that what's the real definition of respect? It's an admiration. It's what's the word I'm looking for? Respect is to hold someone in high esteem. You ain't in no high esteem. You ain't got no good important job. You don't design video games. You don't go nowhere and make $1 million and blow it on stuff like, the scooter or the, what do you call them things? The ATV or whatever he want. He ain't having no big old, teen parties where they have all the celebrities and the drinks for the, at the venues and all the expensive wedding priced, venues and events that people have these days. Child, baby showers and gender reveals has really gotten out of hand, and prom, send-offs, all that. I'm tired of all of it. But You ain't doing none of that big stuff, so you ain't really nobody to them. I'm sure mine's not alone. I'm gonna go ahead and count it for you, for them. You ain't nobody to them. Sorry. If I'm the first to tell you, go ahead and look at it, analyze it, break it down, watch their behaviors, watch how they act when you tell them to do something. How many times you gotta tell them to do it, and then how you gotta talk to them when you tell them to do it. I used to say to my kid, you know what? I've been talking to you way too much. If I had to tell you 3 times to do the same thing, I didn't say it way too much. I should have been punched you in your face or bust you in your head. Now, see, you ain't supposed to say stuff like that out loud, but I mean, really, I'm only human. How much am I supposed to take from these crappy kids before they start to realize that I ain't always been this way? It took a lot of years, a lot of prayers, a lot of self help, a lot of therapy, and a lot of I don't want to go to jail type conversations with myself before I came down off of that old just hit them. It's been a long time since I've just hit the mic, but it's still in there and push me if you will. So I ain't saying I'm gonna go to his body more often. I'm not saying I'm gonna punch him in his face and make his nose bleed. I'm not telling you I'm gonna rearrange his jaw or anything that you may be thinking. However, I will say I have had enough of this nonchalant behavior toward me, and I have had enough of the whole huffing and puffing and hemming and hawing sounds that come when I open my mouth and say something, whether it is I need you to do something or come here so I can tell you something, show you something, come here. If I say anything outside of what he doing and what he want to be doing at that moment or what he want to talk about, it's a problem. But I got to tell you, I'm not going to really keep dealing with that. So, yeah, you about to have a problem. So, yeah, I'm going to have to give him less of me. Maybe then he'll understand what he had. Just like any other relationship. Let me tell you, you can call me any kind of mother you want. But I'm 52 years old. I'll be 53 in August. I've had enough relationships to realize that I'm not doing that one-sided bullshit no more. I'm not giving more than somebody else giving. And I'm not really going to be doing a whole bunch of researching of myself and these feelings and trying to figure out how to make life more comfortable for you if I'm uncomfortable, because after these last 2 epiphanies, I realized that I am not the damn problem. You are the problem. We're going to carry it like you are the problem, and I'm going to be fine. So, from now on, I'm going to walk around here like somebody that's going goddamn crazy, because if my kitchen, let me tell you, yesterday, yes, I had the baby. His father came by, and we were talking about something, and I remembered, I told him I was pissed because every time I put my foot on that bottom step and look around, I see 75 things wrong, and I ain't do none of them. We're not going to keep having that. I'm going to feel good in my house. It's going to be clean. It's going to smell like I wanted to smell, because you know why? I'm just going to be lunching out. I have denied these people what I should have been giving them all along. I don't need to get them no damn understanding. I need to give them some ass whoopings and some reality checks. Your rabbit cage dirty? I'm going to say clean the fucking rabbit cage. Don't you smell that shit? Instead of saying in a nice text message where nobody else can hear it, clean the rabbit cage, please. I need to work in my office. I don't want to smell that in my office. I'm going to have to say clean the fucking cage. Don't you smell the shit? Because otherwise, they're not going to listen to me. They're going to think I'm soft. You know, I really believe they think I'm soft. It's like when you talk so much, they say you all talk. You ain't ever going to do nothing. Okay. Don't let these Maryland tags fool you, player. I'm from DC. I'm not from around here. I don't play these games. I don't play this your kid going down 911 and tell on you shit. Please call 911. Let them come. I might end up having to pay some child support if they take you away, but don't nobody want you, so they ain't gonna take you. That's where I'm from. They not gonna take you. I'm not gonna be dancing around in the IEP meetings no more. We had it. The plan is there. If they don't follow the plan, guess what? I'm not gonna be in their face like I used to. No. I'm gonna let you get a taste of that mainstream. Go ahead and get some of that. I'm not gonna call nobody because you said your teacher was bothering you or somebody been picking on you on the bus or none of that. I don't care no more. I'm so far detached at this point. No, we good. You need to hit the wall, fall on the floor, and see some things. I'm gonna let you have all that education. The dog, let me tell you, he's another one of the kids. The dog caught himself running away today. I don't know who left the gate open. I don't know if it was the grass man. I'm not gonna put it on him. I don't think it was him. I think somebody might have came to read one of the meters or just real estate people. I don't know, somebody, anybody, whatever. But yeah, he ran for a good time. One of my neighbor's kids came and told me he was out up at the stop sign. Ain't no way I'm running chasing. None of that. I was ready to get a new dog. He 12. He's due for his rabies shot, but he good for a few months. So yeah, ready to let that go too. I'm just in a place. I'm not dealing. I'm not letting people put me out so that they can be whatever it is that they looking to be. I don't even think they know. They just want to fuck with me. So let's get it then. I'm gonna fuck with you back. It's gonna hurt. I didn't even want to act like this today, but again, I just saw too much and it just came back to me, and yeah, it's not a good day. I mean, I'm having a good day. I did everything I was supposed to do. I brainstormed some things, but I swear I'm gonna pick up a paintbrush and paint everything black now. That's just my mentality is I done switch gears. I'm on design, but yeah, I got this whole painted black thing going on in my head. So I'm gonna paint my room a little darker. I'm gonna paint it a dark charcoal gray. I'm going for a mood, but I'm gonna paint my office black because I just feel like that's the way to go. I'm gonna be true to myself more often, more consistently. I don't give a damn how they feel. Nobody, none of them. I think it took me a while to get here, and I was fighting it because I felt like I'm not selfish. I'm not even, a parent who puts herself above her kids, even at this age. I feel like I should have certain things, but I was never ever going to abandon the idea that I want my kids to be happy and I want them to have a good relationship with me and I want us to be able to communicate. Fuck them kids. Every last one of them. All the sincerity. My grandson, I've noticed the last few days, when I say something to him, he don't move right away. I think I've been training him too, that I might be soft. Okay. I told him something a little while ago, and I went to the top of the stairs to see if he was doing it, and he was just sitting there picking his knee. And I was like, I want it now. And he got up. But I think he thinks that he can play his mother and me against each other. Go with her. See what you get. Everybody gonna learn. Starting today. Everybody. All y'all can get it. Because I'm getting all the stuff I want, okay? I'm getting clean, peace, quiet. I don't even care if you don't respect me. Just don't disrespect me. You don't like none of this? Take your shit and go. 13-year-old, you can't legally get put out, but I promise you I can make your life miserable, so you might want to think it through. Call somebody. Ask them how to say sorry or how to do better. Here's another part of this whole culture thing. I've been teaching my kids, all of my kids, forever about how to work for things you want, right? My youngest, I've been instilling him about earning a wage for services that he can render. And he's gotten it and he likes it. And he's, willing to do work now so that he can get things that he wants. But I think he got a little bit twisted because he keeps acting like I'm not going to do this unless I get paid. And I keep trying to instill in him that when I want you to do some shit, you just going to do it because goddamn it, you live here for free. And even if you paid, the way this thing's set up, you just going to do it. Now he's supposed to walk the baby to the bus stop every single morning by a certain time. For the last 2 weeks, he been dragging, and I've been having to get everybody up and get everybody out the door, so I don't have to get up and go out the door and drive him to school. And he messed up a few times, and I deducted each day from his pay. But this morning, I had to tell him, you know what? If you don't get up and do your job voluntarily on time for the next few days, guess what? Your ass is gonna not get paid. You're gonna have to do it for free. I'm tired. I'm tired. People was talking to me, sorry. But anyway, I was on a tangent. I need to chill. But yeah, I'm glad I got that out because a few people have commented on other videos I posted, the F.T.K and the T.F.K. Some people were like, yeah, I hate these kids too, Floyd. And I'm like, this just needs to be said. Because as vicious as it may sound, it's an epidemic. These kids out of hand. And it ain't just, one age group. It's my 28-year-old to my 13-year-old, now my 5-year-old grandson lunching. Nah, I'm going to be living alone in a minute. Because everybody going to be like, she crazy, she mean, she this, she that. Oh, she's so evil. She going to end up alone. If alone is peaceful, I'll take it. And I'll let some man visit me on the off time that I feel like I want to have some company or talk. Yep, and that's that. But yeah, we're not going to keep trying to run my life. I'm not doing it. Nope. So yeah, there's that. I hate all these kids. Fuck them kids. These fucking kids. All the F-bombs, yep, today. I just feel like I've been a fraud for not saying what I really felt. I'm gonna go back to being my regular self because I got that out. But I can't promise you I won't have another outburst of this, magnitude. So, because they're gonna keep doing what they do. Anything, just doing anything, saying anything. You don't tell me what to do. Shut up! Don't nobody tell you what to do. That's why your ass gonna get locked up in elementary school. Because you're hard-headed and you're smart out your mouth. One of them teachers gonna fight you. You should never ever say that out loud, Floyd. That's just not right. But it is what it is. That's where it's headed. I saw a video this morning that said something about when you spend too much time in a relationship with did they say a narcissist? Yeah, they said with a narcissist. But by the way, here's the bridge. The way the culture is set up for these kids, they're quickly becoming narcissists and little sociopaths. Because, part of it is nature. Where you came from, who you came from, genetics. But most of it is nurture. Your environment, your influences. Most of the influences are some bullshit. So they're all about me, and what I can get, and who's looking at me. That's another thing, my grandkid. Talking about something, Ma, look at this. Like, he want instant attention whenever he say so. Boy, I'm watching this TV. If you don't go sit down somewhere, I'm still on that train. You don't tell me what to do or when. Go be still. We was in the car. He asked me to look at something. I said, I can't right now. I'm driving. As soon as we get in the garage, he going to ask me again. I was like, didn't I tell you one time already that I'm not looking at that till I get some time in the house? I said I'm going to look at it in the house. If you ask me again, I ain't never going to look at it. Quit playing around. I'm tired of this. But yeah, they all just budding young sociopaths and narcissists. But anyway, the thing said, if you spend too much time in a relationship with a narcissist, you start to eat away at your amygdala, or I think that's the part of the brain they were talking about. Your hypothalamus. That's what it said. Your hypothalamus starts to shrink and something. I ain't even need all the science behind it. I just know if you spend too much time in a relationship or in a house with somebody who trying to manipulate you, it will mess with your psyche. It will mess with your mental. It will mess with your stress levels. Your cortisol will be through the roof and your whole body will start to lunch out on you. You lose your hair. You start being all, sick from the inside and stuff. I never forget, one of my cousins, years ago, died. She had lupus. Systemic breakdown from autoimmune disease, right? Okay, but stress helped to take her out of here. Because she was one of those mothers who believed and who lived that whole, just mother your kids 1,000%, no matter what they do to you. Man, fuck that shit. I'm living. My heart is fine. I'm a little overweight. Yeah, cortisol probably got something to do with it, but I don't care about y'all feelings no more. Fuck all that. All of it. Don't bring your feelings around me. Stepping on all of it. I don't care what you want, what you like, what you don't like. This is my house. We gonna act accordingly in here, or else we not gonna be in here. Cause I gotta be comfortable. If I ain't comfortable, ain't nobody comfortable. I'm lighting all this shit up. Went in my son's room on Saturday, and I had like an out of body experience. I remember having the same kind of feeling when my other son was 13 and he was lunching and his room was out of control. And I went in there that day with a video camera and I wrote a list. I took everything out of the room and put it on the back porch. My ex-husband took me to when he took me to court for custody, he mentioned that too. He said it was just demeaning and something else to the kid, like I was abusive or something. I'm an unfit mother, you know. But anyway, I put all his shit on the back porch and I said, this is the categories. I want you to bring everything back in here one piece at a time, layer by layer, and put it, if it's trash, put it in a trash bag, put it here. If it's this, hang it up here. If it's this, put it here. If it's just a list. This here, this here, this here, everything in its place. And he was fired up. He was walking around. He was huffing. He was puffing. He called and told on me and everything. But guess what? This is my house. I took the doors off the hinges. I saw that in the Parent Trap. When Jamie Lee Curtis was like, look, privacy is a privilege. You don't get to be in my house doing what you want to do. I'm going to just take this door because it's mine. I took both of the doors off at one point. But yeah, all of that came up in court and it was used against me. But it's fine. It's over now because all my migraine headaches went away as soon as he moved out and went to live with his father. But that's neither here nor there. This new kid, 13-year-old kid, went in his room the other day. I just knocked all the shit over because I felt like knocking all the shit over. I'm tired of telling you to get this off the dresser, get this off the desk. You know, I did a whole room makeover for him. Go back and look at that video. It's a nice room. It's ADHD compliant. All the colors are right. All the storage is there. Everything you need. Don't bring no extra shit in here. Throw away old shit. And stop being a dirty ass. But no, he can't do that. And then when I started thinking about it, I was just madder and madder all day. Kept getting worse. And I just kept knocking shit over. Just knocked everything on the damn floor. Took all the sheets off the bed. Thought you said you put a mattress cover on the bed. He lied. He did not. I don't like mattresses that are not white. I paid a lot of money for that mattress. You know how much mattresses cost? Get this shit together, clean the mattress, make it nice and crispy white, and then put the cover on it that I bought. I bought you two. Ain't no excuse. I'm tired of bullshit. I'm just not dealing with bullshit no more. From nobody. Knocked all that shit over. Pile of shit on the floor. If it gotta get hung up, hang it up. If it's trash, put it in the trash. If it gotta go in the drawer, put it in the drawer and shut the drawer all the way. Anything under the dresser, anything under the bed, get that shit out of there. I'm not going to keep dealing with this. And no, I'm not buying no more snacks for you to steal and hide under your pillow. I found a goddamn soda can in a pillowcase with the pillow. What? Is that some ADHD shit? Or is that some dirty shit? See, I think that's where all of the stuff culminated and came to this whole epiphany this morning. You just don't respect me. And you are not suffering from ADHD at this moment. What you're doing is making a choice not to listen to a goddamn thing I gotta say. But guess what? Fuck you. He lucky he still got a room. If I could sell that bedroom set, I would. I need some money. You know I'm bankrupt. Actually, I'm beyond bankrupt. I can't even afford the fee to pay the goddamn bankruptcy lawyer yet. Not today. But whatever. If that's my fate, that's my fate, and it's fine. Because whatever I lose, the Lord will restore. If I got to learn a lesson, I've been asking him to use me. So maybe he's using me for this. I don't care. It's fine. It's just little growing pains. I've been through worse. Anyway, I didn't mean to take you over 30 minutes, but I had to get all that out. Did I get it all out? I guess. All right, well, y'all go ahead and enjoy the rest of your evening, okay? Be easy.